Hey everyone, Delvon Digital here, and we're here to talk about my Lightroom setup. So I'm not new to Lightroom. I am a portrait photographer. I take a lot of pictures of people, and that's what I really like. And I learned that Lightroom isn't really just the best for that for a portrait photographer, because we need a little bit more control over controlling the skin, cleaning up the skin, and smoothing the skin and making it look really, really good. And Lightroom, it kind of have that, but just not fully like Photoshop. So I normally just try to use Photoshop 90% of the time, not even on the iPad, literally on my Mac or my PC. But now I've been using Lightroom, and I found a small workaround that I hope that in time that we will get that feature actually on the iPad or the Android tablet or any tablet that you use for Lightroom for that matter, or your phone. But as of right now, we don't really have that feature, and I'll explain what it is and everything like that. So let me just tell you about my workflow setup first, okay? First thing that I do is I literally take my pictures on my camera. Then I take my camera, and then I take my SD card out of the camera, I plug it into my Mac or my PC, and I upload all the photos to my external hard drive, because that's where I save them at for safekeeping. I store them there. After I store them there, I actually upload them to Lightroom CC, so the cloud basically. So I upload them there, and then I can edit on the go on any of my tablets or any of my phones or devices that I do currently have for my MacBook. Doesn't really matter what device. I have access to those photos wherever I go, and I like that. I don't store anything on my iPad at all. I don't plug anything to my iPad and transfer photos to it or anything like that. I see a lot of other photographers who do that, but I don't. I just go home like I normally do, upload to my external hard drive, then I upload everything to the cloud. Everything that I'm going to work on, my current projects are always uploaded to the cloud. After they're done, they're deleted from the cloud because I already have the raw files stored onto my external hard drive for safekeeping for the future. That's where I keep them at. I got 2 hard drives that I actually store those on. I don't really store them on the cloud because you only get 1 terabyte. I believe you can buy more than 1 terabyte, but as of right now, I only have 1 terabyte, and I can fill up that fast because I actually have like 2 4 terabytes already full of photography. So I'm currently working on my next one right now. So I just take them and store my photos there. Anyways, let's just get started with this, right? So it's been great actually editing under Lightroom, on the mobile tablet or anything like that. Now keep in mind, I don't just do it on my iPad. I just want you guys to know that the reason I'm using iPad is because I know it's like the most popular tablet. Everybody want to see it and all this stuff like that, blase. But trust me, I do the same edits on my Pixel tablet and even on my Galaxy tablet over here. So it really doesn't matter. I just don't do it on the phone because the phone is just too small. But if you have a phone, I understand that might be the only thing that you have, and it's cool. I understand. But for me, I have a different choice, and I choose to use my tablets. So anyways, the first thing I like to do is clean up the skin. Like we just talked about, like skin cleaning, and let's just get another photo because that one was out of focus. So let's just talk about the skin cleaning, and this one is already edited. I'm just trying to grab a photo that's not edited. Here we go. So first thing I like to do is just grab, clean the skin up. Now I could use my Apple Pencil, but I'm just gonna be like, well, what if you don't have a pencil? So I just want you to see that this can get done without it. I just clean up the skin, any spots or whatever like that, and I'm gonna kind of speed through this. So I'm not gonna clean up like every single thing because I don't want to make this video super long. Just want to kind of give you a beginners of how I edit my photos, and that's pretty much how I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna clean up most of the stuff really fast, and it's a lot faster with the finger anyways, because when I'm using this, I'm like this, as you can see. So with your finger, this is why I use my finger a lot, because I can navigate so much faster because my finger is already there. So yeah, just to let you know, very easy. So after I clean up the skin, I proceed to go to my presets, and I'm going to end up selling some presets for you guys, so just be on the lookout for that. But presets is not a cheat code. I mean, presets is a cheat code, but it's not like your final edit. It's just a starting point. I know you heard this 1,000 times before. It's really just a starting point. I created my own. I got up to 30, almost 40 presets that I've created over the time. And I just go through these and I find which one that kind of pops at me, and this one already kind of gives me that dramatic look. I like it. But I'm gonna probably go with D5. That looks really good. So, I just kind of go through these. Ooh, D8 look nice too. So I just kind of go through these and I see which one I want to work off on as a base. And once I find one, and remember, these are just looks, just kind of give you a dramatic look to your photo and stuff like that, just in case you want to switch up. I think I found one I like, so I'm gonna go with D8. D8 kind of gives me a look, so I'm gonna go with D8, and then I'm gonna go here into my light, and I'm gonna make more adjustments in here. But the first thing I like, let me tell y'all first before we get really started. This is how I do the skin, right? Now on Photoshop and on Lightroom on the PC, you actually can go here to, let's see, your mask, and you can select the body and the skin by itself. See, I can't do that. I only can select the subject. That means the whole subject, which is her. See, but normally I can just select the face and arms or skin. It'll say it up there. So hopefully that feature comes here to this iPad, or just the mobile version in general. And once they do that, it's easy to smooth the skin. You can go here to effects, and you can just bring the texture down as much as needed to get that smooth skin that you're looking for. So I do that, but it smooths out the whole entire subject. So now I have to go back and add a little bit of clarity to bring some of it back. That's what I do, but the skin still stays smooth. And then I go back and add a little bit more details back. Sharpening back in, just to give it, back some sharpness and stuff like that. So that's my workaround right now, and it's been okay for me. I haven't had any real big issues doing that, but I wish that it could just mask it out automatically like it does on the desktop version. But hopefully that comes real soon, and then I can see myself definitely using this more. But I know that Photoshop has a lot of AI stuff to help you smooth the skin out real quick and easy, which I love. And this is my workaround for Lightroom. So anybody out there doing portraits, this is a good workaround for skin tones. Skin smoothing. So after that, her shirt is a little too bright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just bring down the highlights. But again, I could have did this with the mask, but I didn't really want to. So I'm gonna bring those highlights on her shirt so it won't be look blown out and everything like that. And then I'm just gonna bring my shadows up slightly because I like to see a little bit details in the hair a little bit more, even though I can use the mask for that. But again, if I had the separate mask, it will separate that and actually allow me to just do the hair by itself. So hopefully I'm praying that it comes. But yeah, this is pretty much my workflow and how I do things. And then I'm gonna go back to the mask, and I'm gonna see if I could capture some of that sky up there. I don't know if it's gonna find it or not. It found a little bit over there, and if it don't, you can always use the brush tool, and then you can like grab that area or whatever. And I'm gonna see if I can add some color to that, some blue to it. Yeah, get a little bit of blue in there, bring down the exposure slightly. There we go. So I do want to get this area right here because it didn't really grab it that much. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this brush and go ahead and paint in this area right here. And I'm gonna add some blue and stuff here. So yeah, so that's all you gotta do. Bring your exposure down a little bit, and I'll go back to the color and just bring my temperature down. Try to get a little bit of blue in there too, and boom, and then you have it. And then pretty much after that, this is pretty much it. This is with speed edit, so I just wanted you to see. I do sometimes turn my lens correction on and off or whatever, just to see how it looks or whatever like that, because sometimes it's just better with it off. It gives it a better dramatic type feel to it. So I'm definitely going to keep it off 100% on this shot right here. But all my presets are set for skin smoothing, and for portraits. I'm going to make some for like landscapes, but I'm not really that type of photographer. But I am going to try to get out and shoot more landscape and objects and not people, so I can kind of make some presets for people that likes that or whatever. So yeah, with that being said, so we're gonna go ahead and export this, and the way that I export is hit here, and then I go to export as. Of course, everybody does this. It's the same process that everybody do. Okay, I put my thing on gloss. I don't know why it was on screen, but I put on gloss and I low, and I keep the sRGB exactly the same, and then everything is on large. I do not add a watermark, and then I just hit export, and it goes through the rendering process just like this, and we just wait. And by the way, I'm using the M1 iPad Pro, the 11-inch. I love the 11-inch. I just sold my 12.9-inch, which is way too big for me for like other things that I do on my tablet. But anyways, with that being said, I would have gotten this off too as well, just to let you know. This would be something I would do in Photoshop, because I don't know if Lightroom, Lightroom wasn't going to handle that pretty well. So I would have to like take my time to go and do each part like that to get this right. So yeah, Photoshop AI is a slightly better when it comes to this stuff or whatever like that. So anyways, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something today, and just keep on editing and keep on shooting, guys. I mean, this is a fun process, and the best thing about it is that I do have the LTE version, so I can just carry this everywhere I go and continue my edits on a tablet, which I find very helpful. I got a lot of client work done really quick. As you can see, I had this client work right here that I had to do, and I got all of her photos edited, and this client as well. They're doing a podcast, and I got all her edits done and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty easy to get these edits done on the go. So anyways, this is Delvon Digital, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.